Wow, siren. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the beast. Whoop, whoop. It's like, no. I am giving Oprah realness. Hey guys. I love it. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Charite Mattis. I am so excited to be here right now. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while and it's finally here. Just a little bit about myself. I am born and raised in the best city in the world, Washington, D.C., and I currently reside in Atlanta, Georgia. In D.C., when you're from there, you're called a Washingtonian. In Atlanta, you're a peach. So if we bring those together, Charity the Peachatonian. But enough about that. I just want to get to know you guys and tell you all about Charite In Motion. Charite In Motion is going to be a channel that shows all aspects of what I do on a day-to-day basis. I'm a filmmaker by trade, but my job, my 9 to 5, is in healthcare IT. I travel and I train with the company and just teach doctors and nurses how to utilize technical devices while doing their day-to-day life. But on the other side, the fun side of me, I am all over the place. I'm a filmmaker. I went to Savannah College of Art and Design. While at SCAD, I've met a lot of great people, one of which is helping me film this right now. Little do you know, we're set up in my living room, and my boy Puff, that you're gonna meet a lot of during my vlogs, is sitting on the floor right now. So I just want to get that out of the air. But no, I studied film at SCAD. Upon finishing SCAD, I decided I need to get to Atlanta. I've been wanting to come to Atlanta since the lean with it, rock with it, lean with it, rock with it era. And my mom told me, you know, go with the plan. You don't just move to another city without it. So that's what I did. I finished SCAD in Savannah, Georgia. After I finished that SCAD, I got right on the road. I turned my thesis in, got to Atlanta, and I just knew life was just gonna go up, 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 up. Sorry, I like to sing. But no, for real, moving to Atlanta has been one of the most humbling experiences for me. Experiences for me, because not only do I lead an active life with my current job, but I'm still pursuing my film career. So this channel is gonna show my life in motion while working my 9 to 5, but also pursuing my creative career and all of the intricacies in between. I don't even know if intricacies is the word you're supposed to use, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. During the time in this, I want to show my day-to-day life. So that's me with my dog, Puff Daddy. Yes, his name is Puff Daddy. But enough of that. I'll be doing things with my friends. I'll be traveling for work. I'll be traveling for pleasure, and also just what it's like to live on the road. I'm actually right now currently actively doing pre-production for a film that I wrote 2 years ago, Spice It Up. So in the beginning of this vlog, you'll see a little bit of that process with me as well. And also just communing with my friends, uplifting each other, them uplifting me, and all in my business. But I don't mind it because I'm an open book. Okay, so let's get to the nitty gritty. We're gonna do rapid questions so you can really get to know me, because I feel like that was too fast and I really want y'all to know about your girl. I think one thing a person would not know when they see me is that I could be a little emotional. When things happen, a lot of times I am very passionate about whatever I'm doing. And a lot of times I'm very smiley, I'm jokey. I like to have a good time, but I do have a serious side to me in the sense of when things are not maybe going the way they should, or if I'm just not feeling it at that moment, I don't hide the fact that I'm in that state. I show my emotions. I'm one with my emotions. And I'm also able to hold myself accountable when things aren't what I would like it to be. a lot of times people think that I could be very direct. So people take my directness sometimes as being rude, but I'm just a Southeast shorty from DC. And sometimes I can't hide when things just doesn't make sense, but I'm also very helpful to people. So I think what people won't know in a nutshell is that I'm a full person. I can give you happy, I can give you sad, I can give you glad, I can give you mad. But all together you'll see it with a smile.
Millennial.
The most fun thing about being a millennial is we are multitaskers. Now I know you're thinking multitasking, you could do all these things at once. That is true. But I mean, we were in the era of, we were balancing ourselves in our business casual heels, in our tight little blazers and vests at the club, but on our wrists, we had our money in our little Coach wristlet. We had our camera, and our phone was flipped tight for those moves on them college nights. So being a millennial, you're able to multitask. We also, I feel like, was the last generation of real kids. We got a real outside experience, but we also was one with technology as the changes came. We had all the changes, the first MP3s, the first phone with an MP3 attached. That was epic. I had, in high school going into college, I had the Verizon. It was a black flip phone. And when you closed it, the block had MP3 buttons across the top. And then when you flipped it open, the camera can flip to be a selfie, or I could take pictures of people. So I think being a millennial, we got to see the evolution to now our iPhones are shooting in 4K cinema quality. I feel like my favorite filmmaker, I won't say by default, but it's Spike Lee. We grew up watching a lot of his movies. And when you think about the life of the Black experience, I won't say the life of Black people, but the Black experience, he was able to show all areas. We saw from the perspective of a single Black woman in an urban environment where she's got to have it. We saw the family dynamic in the urban environment with Crooklyn. And I think for me, and then we see Jungle Fever when we tackle the drug abuse in the urban environment, but also what it's like to see an interracial couple and how both sides interact with that. But what stands out to me the most outside of all of his films is I really related to Troy from Crooklyn. Troy the boy. But no, I really related to Troy because as a girl from DC, I got shipped down south every summer. So every summer I was split between being with my grandparents in Waynesboro, Virginia. It's a small town in the valley of the Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia. Or I would be in Charlotte, North Carolina with my great aunt, uncle, and my cousin. So for me, I related with Troy because I would get shipped off every summer and he would come back home and it's always like, oh my God, let me tell you what happened on the block. So with Spike Lee, I relate to his stories because some of those stories I saw me or family members in it. And then back to Crooklyn, like I never spent a summer in DC until I was a teenager and had a summer job with SYEP, Summer Youth Employment. If you know, you know. And yeah, when I watch it now, I'm like, wow, that was really me. Everybody had to catch me up to the gossip of the block when I came back home. So when you look at me as a filmmaker, you're going to see coming of age stories like Crooklyn. You're going to see romantic comedies and things in that realm. I like stories that someone can watch and see themselves in. I like stories that people can watch and know that, oh, this can't really happen. Me, I don't really relate to action movies because I feel like, when is that car going to ever flip over the bridge, land on all four wheels, and drive off into the sunset? Never. So for me, I relate to those coming of age and rom-coms. But what you're going to see here on this channel, outside of my film life, you're going to see Charity in the good, the bad, the ugly. That's me waking up in the morning. That's me on the road stressed out because I'm caught in a torrential downpour on the mountain towards Chattanooga, Tennessee. Very scary times. I actually have footage of that. It's coming soon. You're going to see my happy times when I'm actually able to embrace not being home for weeks, but seeing things that people only see in magazines or travel stories. So I've been able to see a lot of things in my life as a traveling person, but I think I want to show that you can do both. You can pursue your dreams while also working a 9 to 5. So my perspective of a northern woman living in the South is, it's been a culture shock for me. So coming here from DC is technically the South, but we have more tendencies of up north in a sense. So coming down here, I had to adjust to just the Southern Belle mentality. And not to shade anybody, but I just feel like I've always been taught to be direct. I'm an adult now, so when talking to other adults, it's also been different in the sense of like, just, I respect my elders. I respect everyone. So when I travel from city to city, I honestly, I try not to look at reviews too heavy. I'm a person that understands that the mom and pop shops, them hole in the wall places, are actually gonna be the best food. So not to say I'm gonna eat somewhere janky. If it's 3 stars, I'm still gonna consider it. And if it's a 5-star, that doesn't necessarily mean the food is good. So picking a restaurant, I think about what I have a taste for that day, and I think about cultures that I've never tried before. And on that company dime, I like to eat good. So you're gonna see a lot of steak. You're gonna see a lot of little seafood. But you're gonna see me trying to have a well-balanced palate while I'm on the road. Balancing love and work is another job. I feel like when dating and you travel, if you're dating multiple suitors or one, I think in general it's making time for what you want. So when I'm home, I try to schedule things. And that's just not even with my love life, that's even with my friends. So if I know I'm on the road Monday to Thursday, if it's something going on Friday, I try to make it if I can. During the weekend, I try to make time and do everything. I'm also in a sorority, so that calendar is also packed. So while I'm balancing my work life, my film life, my social life, I also do things within the sorority, and I'm very active with that, where my calendar is full. And I always laughed when I was younger. You would see people, let me pencil you in. I'm going to pencil you. Now I'm literally putting it in the calendar and seeing where the chips fall. But I make time for who and what I want. And I've also learned the word and the power of no. I've learned that I can't be everywhere. I've learned that it's okay to not be everywhere and to have a little FOMO, because everything is not meant for you to engage in. I feel like right now my favorite comedian is Drewski. Like, I love everybody, but like, he came to mind because in this current climate, he's not afraid to push the button. We saw the one this summer when he was like the white guy at the NASCAR. Like, who would have thought of that? Yes, we've seen Dave Chappelle and other comedians do that over the years, but to see him embody that right now, genius. His stuff is funny because it'll be that random clip of, this how the Popeyes workers be, or this how the nurses work. Who is thinking of that? We think about like, oh yeah, that's how they be acting, but to see somebody embody that is hilarious. So, ooh, these fruit flies. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell, Leonte? But nah, who, honestly, I'm not thinking about no celebrities with this. I want y'all to see my life. I really want y'all to see the people I'm around on a day-to-day. They keep me laughing, they keep me crying, they keep me all the emotions. I feel like I'm always having a good time. And sometimes what I like about watching other people's vlogs, and then even just what I know with my day-to-day, I love seeing the beauty of mundane things. A lot of times we feel like to have a lit life, you have to always be doing something lit. Where me going to get Starbucks, a hijinks can happen. I order the coffee and of course it spills all over you. Oh, comedy, whatever. But I also feel like the beauty of seeing those little moments, like even right now, my homeboy Alan coming and helped set up this beautiful setup for this intro video. I couldn't do it all by myself, and it's just showing that to do anything in life, you have to have a tribe, and you have to have people that you could call on for whatever you need, and knowing that if you stick your neck out for somebody, they're able to stick their neck out for you. I watch vlogs all the time now, and I find joy in seeing that we're not all so different. Like, we all live different timelines, but in the grand scheme of things, we're all pretty much the same. And just seeing how we love on each other, how we uplift each other, push each other to do better. I'm just excited to see that all on camera. These nets is crazy. And it's hot in here. We had to cut the air off. But I'm sorry, but but no, like one of the things that I want to show is me holding the camera and showing, hey, look at me, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. That's cute and all, but I want you to see my POV. So I actually have the Ray-Ban Metas, and what I like about these is they record. So if I cut them on right now, real cute. I love a cat eye. If I press the button, you're getting the POV of me. So I plan on cutting this and let y'all see the POV. I plan on showing you guys what I'm shooting, but also my POV of me shooting. So a lot of times when I'm out walking, I may not want to pull the camera out, but I'll have a real POV with my glasses. That's some of the things I plan on letting you guys see with me. I also hope to show just some different things with my editing. Like, I'm a filmmaker. I can't just cut out. I want to try some stuff. This is really pushing me. Me being in front of the camera like this is crazy. It is pushing me to step out of my comfort zone, get from behind the camera, get in front of the camera, and show my life. Many times people tell me, oh my God, Charity, I love your life. You're always doing something. You look like you have such a good time. And I always would push it off and say, oh no, I'm just doing this. I'm just doing that. But since I've been documenting, I'm realizing that I live a life that most people don't get a chance to. A lot of people don't get a chance to travel for work. A lot of people don't get a chance to be a filmmaker or chase their dreams, whatever circumstance is happening. So I definitely want to not downplay myself, but show my life to the fullest. And you know, you say live your life to the fullest. I want to show my life to the fullest, to show the background of what people may see on social media. These nets is crazy. I also, I just really want everyone to understand me better. And I think showing myself is going to do that. I think it's going to help me understand myself better. I think I'm going to see my growth video to video, how I handle different things. Just a full gamut is what you should expect from Charite In Motion. Motion is not just moving forward. Motion is not just my day-to-day, what I'm doing, but it's also my evolution. So thank you for joining me today, which I know is a little chaotic, but thank you for joining me today in introducing me. Tell me about yourself in the comments. Make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the bell notification. By doing that, you're going to get notified whenever I post. And I want to make sure that this is a fun atmosphere. Some things to look out for. I'm going to post weekly, but I also want to dig in the archives. I have footage for days. So I want to dig in the archives and actually show you guys things I've done in the past and how lit it was before I even started to notice. So thank you guys for joining today. I look forward to meeting you guys along this journey. And stay tuned for Charite In Motion. This is my puff. So you'll see a lot of him. He's been actually sitting on the floor this whole time and doing such a good job. My puka puka poo. Puka puka poo. Okay, get down. I gotta finish. Sit. Sit. Thank you. Why he sitting so serious? He like this. Not my dog camera ready. Hi, I'm Charity. I just want to do the Disney Channel.
Oh no, do that. No, do that, and action.
Hi, you're watching the Hold on. What did they say? Hi, I'm Charity, and you're watching. Okay. Hi, I'm Charity, and you're watching the Disney Channel. Next, we have Halloween Town.
So this time, say the real one this time.
You're watching Charite In Motion?
Yeah, and action.
Hi, I'm Charity, and you're watching Charite In Motion.